but we are to pass on the knowledge of the important principles down from generation to generation. That's important. And so we're to fear God, we're to get the knowledge from our family, and our churches. Our churches are to pass that knowledge on. In Acts 2, it says they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine. In Ephesians chapter 2, Paul writes that the church is the household of faith, founded on the prophets, the apostles, and Jesus Christ being the chief cornerstone. The church is supposed to pass on this knowledge of God. You've got to make church a priority, though, in order to get that knowledge. And I'm not being legalistic on church. I'm not saying that if you miss a service for any reason, God's going to strike you down. That's being legalistic. A legalist would say, every time the doors are open, you better be there unless you're dead. That's a legalistic perspective. Wednesday night, I missed church. I had 101-degree temperature. I missed church. So if you have 101-degree temperature, you're free to miss church, okay? All right? I don't feel the least bit guilty about that because I had a desire to be here. God knows my heart. I wanted to be here. Even when I'm not speaking, I have a desire to be here. Last week, we had a great message from Jim and Donna's boy, Jason Wilson, preached a wonderful message last Sunday night. If you haven't got it, get a copy of the CD. Wonderful sermon. And I had a desire to be here, to sit, and to hear that message. I had a desire to be in the household of God, to hear his truths, to hear God's word preached. I had a desire for that. Do you have a desire for that? I'm not being legalistic in saying that, if you have a special event or a special thing and you're going out of town, you miss church, oh, shame, shame, shame on you. What I am saying is, look at your life. How much of a priority is church? That's all I'm asking. You see, for some people, it doesn't take much of a reason at all to get out of church. I got a hangnail. I'm not going to go to church today. I just don't feel, I got a kink in my shoulder. I'm not going to go to church today. Oh, I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't need to go to church today. Oh, there's a great interview on Meet the Press this morning. I'm not going to go to church today. Oh, another sports game. I'm not going to go to church today. Oh, and on and on and on. It doesn't take much for people to miss church these days because it's not a priority. I'm not being legalistic. I understand that on occasion you're going to miss church. I really do. I understand that. Things are going to happen. God understands that. I'm not being legalistic, but how important is church to you? How important is it to you? It ought to be very important because one of the main reasons we go to church is to get the knowledge of God.